Good news and bad news. Good news, we're back. Hello. Bad news, we're about to die. Gonna try real hard not to, though. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our last Misery series. Been a few weeks. Hope everyone's doing well. I am going to... Well, you know what? First of all, before I even go outside, let me go ahead and heat. Do I have any tea to heat? I might not. Oh, good. I have reishi tea. Do I have anything better than reishi tea? No, I don't. What a shame. Okay, well, I'll heat some reishi tea. I just want to make sure that I'm able to do this. We are going to have to hunker down in this cave for a bit, because if you'll recall, at the end of the last episode, which, again, it's been a bit, so let me catch everyone up, I wandered past this cave, accidentally, while looking for, well, the cave itself. But I wandered past the cave, as I often do, because I always forget that it's closer to the entrance area of this zone than I give it credit for. Alright, so we're going to have to use the hacksaw to get the meat out of this deer. There's not a lot of meat at all, unfortunately, but it's not nothing. And there are no predators here. So that's nice. Let's step back inside. That'll give us some food to live off of while we lay here and recover some condition, because it's very likely that I'm going to have to recover a decent amount of condition before I leave here. And I can't recover too much, by the way, even if I want to, even if I have time, because of Haunted Mind, which sucks. So it is what it is. Let's go ahead and cook that. And I have some prepared burdock. I'm going to try to avoid eating that if I can. I'll just grab these cattails. There will, of course, be plenty of cattails, like an absurd amount of cattails, on the opposite side of where we're going, which is Coastal Highway. But here's the thing. I have so little health and so little ability to recover it that journey, even though it's one that we've taken a million times, not only on the channel, but all of us as Long Dark players, it is the original interzone journey that we're about to take. There was no interzone travel before the route that we're about to follow. Despite that, it's gonna be tough to live through this because of the condition situation. So we're gonna do our best and see where things go. Now, how much water do I have? That's another important question. Oh, I've got enough water. All right, we're good. Yeah, as I catch back up with what I basically have on me in this save file. Did I pick everything else up in here? I believe I did. I have some coal, I think. Nope, used it all when I started this fire, or at least some of it, maybe? Maybe there wasn't any coal in here. Anyway, let's go ahead and pass time. Eat that moldy venison. Now, chances are, yeah, we still have a little bit on us. Again, there won't be any predators here, so I can keep that on us, no problem. The key thing is, how much do I want to risk? I know that right now I can travel. Let's try this, because I have my warmth benefit from having just drank that tea. It's not going to last much longer at all, in fact. So I need to go out here and see how cold I get, how fast, because if I can at least make it... Yeah, I think I'll make it. It's like right now, I know we don't have blizzard conditions, right? Watch it turn into a blizzard right as I say that. That would be my luck. But there's a cave just across the pass. I'm probably going to lose my warmth benefit any minute now. I also can't run too far, so this is going to be really dicey. I might even have to use a stim. But let's be honest. I think a pretty significant constant in my content, there it goes, the warming up benefit, okay. I think a pretty significant constant in my content over the years has been the taking of certain risks. Oh, nope, didn't mean to open that again. When said risks are not entirely necessary. It's just something that I tend to do. We're actually doing okay. I just don't have much capacity to sprint, so it's going to be really close, but if I'm lucky, I might not lose much health at all here. I'm not going to turn to my left here and check for loot. I'm going to go straight for the cave. One very nice thing about this transition zone, as I've mentioned a bajillion times now, and as we all know, those of us who have had the game for a long time, again, this is the original transition zone. As we all know...
I can't feel my...
Oh, you're fine. You are more fine than we thought you'd be, so it's okay. Let's grab just a few sticks so we can have a fire once we get inside. But there are no predators here. That might change. Okay, we just got hypothermia risk. So we're going to lose just a bit of condition. But overall, not bad, especially when you consider we've got some food.
If I don't
and some wood right here. And a backpack. And there we have it. Didn't even lose that much condition. Now, that is the easy part. Unfortunately. The hard part... I don't know why I just opened up the map, but the hard part is going across the railroad and getting all the way into Coastal Highway in similar conditions. We're just going to have to recover some condition, sleep here for the night, eat a little bit more. I suppose I can go ahead and eat this venison. Ooh, those peaches are not getting eaten. We can eat some of this granola bar. We'll go ahead and take care of that while the condition is still high. Remember that we do have a sour stomach, which means we're more likely to experience food poisoning no matter what your skill level. Now, I've been interpreting that as food poisoning can happen at a higher percentage for the entire series, but I think it's worth reflecting at this point. That hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened. I don't know. I don't know if that means that I'm wrong, but it's a lot of evidence that I'm wrong at this point. So what it might mean is that below the normal 20% threshold, the chance of getting food poisoning is much higher. Because you can eat something at 20% or less, but it's like dodgy. But so far, everything I've eaten above 20 is worse. I mean, feel free to share some thoughts in the comments. It's a mechanic I don't mind being spoiled on a little bit. Hi, Bunny. I mean, I don't have anything to like hit you with. I don't even think I have a rock on me. Yeah, so this is... I mean, we can't do much with this, but we can say hi. Hey, friend. You do not know I'm here, do you? Oh, goodness. I could reach out and grab you. Except I can't, because they haven't added that mechanic into the game. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Wish I had a rock, though. Okay, so... It's 56 degrees right now. I should probably start a fire. We thankfully do have plenty of matches. I have some birch bark tea as well, which will help me recover. Let's use the stick just to get started. That's a 75% fire starting chance. I wish I could do a little bit better than that, but not as low on matches as we were earlier in the series, so it's a risk I am willing to take. 3 out of 4. Assuming a perfect day. A perfectly average day, I guess you should say. I remember making this comment years ago in an old Against All Odds, probably season 2 or 3, like way back in the day. Just casually commenting like, oh, 60% fire starting chance. That means, you know, if I fail twice, I'll, you know, on the third time, I'll clearly get a fire going. And I was kind of being cheeky about it, maybe speaking a little bit too literally. And there were some interactions that I had with some community members like, that's not how it works, Hadrian. I'm like, yes, I know. But on a perfectly average day, the more chances you have that fail, the more likely it is that the subsequent chances will succeed. That's how probability works. The higher probability is, the more that's the case. It's just that you can't guarantee after a certain number of failures. I always think about that when I'm looking at those percentages and doing the head math. It just makes me chuckle. Okay, next, let's go ahead and prepare some birch bark. Alright, and while that is cooking, I'm going to quickly step outside. Emphasis on quickly. And grab a rock, first and foremost. No, I'm just going to... Honestly, not that cold. Funny enough. I really just want to grab sticks. If I felt like I had time to chop up some of those limbs, I would definitely do that, but I do not feel like I have that time. I do feel like I might be able to get away with this. Oh man, no I can't. Wow, that was bad. Why was that? That took a lot of time for just a stick. Oh well. I think it said 7 minutes and I didn't register that it said 7 minutes before I clicked. Alright, let's not do that again, but we can grab more out here, and I just don't want to give up any condition. I've given up enough.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
There's another one. Alright, in. Go, 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 go. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Okay, now let's drink. Ironically, something that will help us stay warm. Let's drink the birch bark tea. I guess I'll just put all of them on the fire, because one of the things is, if I need to make it, and I do need to make it, like, if I'm going to make it as far as I need to, into this zone and to Coastal Highway, then what I need to do is have that fire lasting as long as possible, and I also, which is good, but more importantly, I need to be minimally encumbered. I don't need to be carrying around a lot of stuff. I really wish I had time and the life to risk, which I don't at the moment. I have very low condition to chop up those limbs. But yeah, I need to be minimally encumbered, excuse me. Haven't commentated in a few weeks. Let's see. Birch bark. And no, it's not quite the same. Some of you might be thinking, but Hadrian, you've streamed on Discord, like, you've been hanging out in there. Anyone who, like, vibes with us on Discord knows. I mean, it's a little bit different sometimes when I am in Discord streaming as opposed to the game room. But, like, that's just vibing. It's not the same as, like, commentary, Hadrian. As, like, stream of consciousness, really thinking about what I'm saying, thinking about the fact that I'm recording. It's just different. It'll be interesting, too, because I've streamed so much in that casual sense, but when we start streams on the channel... yeah. That's going to have to be like a different approach to what I typically think of when I think of streaming. Alright, so... wow. Yeah, I do not have anything to add to this fire, and we don't have the ability to rest for that long. It's going to take 4 hours and 49 minutes. Thankfully, that birch bark tea is working. So... one thing I could do right now to regain some condition is I could take this stem. Oh, it's the only one I have, though. Damn. Okay. Well then, guess I'm not doing that. Guess I'm not doing that. Alright, 4 hours it is then. And as expected, we have a blizzard. This could present a real problem if it's too cold back here. Plus 70. Alright, it is getting colder back here as the night wears on. What would be hilarious is if we got a... oh, what am I thinking? How would I describe it? If one of the misery afflictions, let's just put it that way. That's the easiest thing to think of. If one of these just popped in right now while we were in this cave, and it was something that was related to, like, temperature, that would not be fun. Alright, 36 minutes on this fire. I really wish I had more sticks to add to it, but I don't. I do have this skill book. I also have some torches. So I need to go ahead and drop that sapling while I'm here, since I'm staying here for a bit. Let's break this down and at least add this to the fire. It's not going to add a ton of time, but it's not nothing. 39 minutes. Yeah, really unfortunately timed blizzard, and I just don't know if it's going to be warm enough back here when I'm done with everything. Let's see, do I have anything that I can prepare? Another birch bark? Really? Oh yeah, that's right, I picked up more. I forgot about that. Okay. I'll definitely take that, because I think the first one's worn off. Yes, it has. So let's go ahead and drink that. This is gonna be close. I think it's possible that the bedroll, which is not great condition, by the way, the bedroll will keep us warm enough back here. But I don't know for sure. I just don't. Don't have that kind of guarantee for you, unfortunately. I do have more cans on me than I would like, though. Alright, I'm not even going to risk stepping outside. We're just going to hang out here and see what happens. I mean, I'm well and truly stuck. There's no... The only possibility is that I might be able to go out and grab more sticks from the blizzard before my temperature drops too low. Because blizzards do be putting sticks all over the ground. So I can take a look around for that really quick. I can't get any branches, because that would take too long. But this could potentially give me what I need, but I don't think the sticks actually spawn until the blizzard ends. They don't, like, progressively... You would think that they would. That would make sense. But that's not how they work. More birch bark. Excellent. That gives me the ability to make another birch bark tea. Another birch bark. How about that? Let me not get turned around here unnecessarily. That's another birch bark. Unfortunately, though, lots of birch bark. Not a lot of sticks. I think I grabbed one stick there. We have 10 minutes. Yep, one stick. So let me very carefully do this. What I'm going to have to do is break down both of these torches in order to even, I think, have enough time to make this work, because I have to prepare the birch bark first. It doesn't take that long, thankfully. But let's harvest these. It'll take a few minutes each. What a tense note to bring the series back on. Holy crap. Okay. Let's first add the sticks to the fire. Now we're back up to 30 minutes, which is nice. I can prepare 2 birch bark. Yeah, this is perfect timing. And I have just enough water for this too. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these. Now I can put one of these in a thermos. So I'll do that. I'm still... You know what? I'm going to put both of them in... I said thermos. I did it. I did it. I'm sorry. An insulated flask. That's where we're putting it. So there's that. Okay. Feels like 98 degrees. Air temperature is 72. The campfire is adding 77. So that's not a good sign, because that means as soon as this is gone... Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way out of this. I could burn the book, but this is going to get real cold real fast. And this bedroll is not going to keep me warm enough. back here, thanks to how cold it is during this blizzard. It's a real shame. If it wasn't doing this right now, I'd be fine. But we only have caves to hide in. And I lost a lot of condition at the end of that last episode. If this dooms me, that mistake will be what did it. Alright, so we're going to switch to embers here, and of course the fire will stay hot with the embers, but after we lose those, we're going to have a problem. Now we do have the ability to drink some more tea and restore condition that way and stay warm using that, so I will absolutely do that. And we'll have to see how this pans out. Yeah. Still counting as embers. Still warming up. We're gaining plenty of condition, which is nice. Alright, here we go. Now this is the moment of truth. I'm fairly certain that we are about to watch that temperature plummet below yeah, air temperature 22 feels like, yeah, we have a problem. We have a huge problem. So there's only one thing to do at this point, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but I have no choice. I have no choice at all. We have to go. We have to try and make it to Coastal Highway. I'm going to run as far as I can. I can get back onto the freaking tracks. Are you serious right now? Oh my god. Okay, that's rude. Just lost precious seconds there. Here's what we have to do. The stem is still keeping us warm, and also the wind is blowing in the opposite direction of this wall, so I might be able to use the rock face for a bit. Or not the stem, but the tea. What I meant to say is the tea is keeping us warm. This is going to get really trippy when we do use the stem. Ironically, there's another stick right there. I probably shouldn't have even stopped to grab that.
Jesus, this is cold.
Okay. Do I still... I can't recall. Yes, I still have one more birch bark tea. We're going to drink that. Now, ironically, that might give us what we need. Okay, it's actually not going to. This is going to be close. This is going to be stupidly close. And I hate it. Because we now have nothing to make us warm.
I'm so cold. I'm
But we also don't have that far to go. That's unfortunate. I can't see anything. Did the blizzard just stop? Wow, I wasn't expecting it to completely destroy my visibility. That really sucks. I was expecting to get it back faster than that. Okay, so this is a now much more precarious position. Because this thing's going to wear off, and we're going to have no movement speed. One of the reasons I needed to do that is that, yes, I get condition back. Okay, damn. Now we're in trouble. The good news is we are
So tired.
we are here. And we might make it. So the stim is nice, right? It gives me full energy, full sprinting capacity, and it negates the effect of the sprinting reduction that I've had since the misery afflictions set in. However, unfortunately, it does not do anything against the cold. And almost as soon as I drank that second tea, the benefit of having drank that tea wore off much faster than I hoped it would. Matter of fact, one of the only things keeping me at a reasonable level of condition right now, and like keeping the condition from falling faster, is the fact that I still have a warmth bonus from the tea. So that's nice. I do have to be careful here because there's a slight possibility there could be a wolf at the top of its patrol route. If so, I'm dead. If so, I am utterly screwed. I mean, I'll do my best to get away from it. Like I said, I'm going to try and survive. But if there's a wolf here, I'm done for. Most likely. Okay. Seems like we're good. Famous last words. Wow. Okay. See, the nice thing is we do have to get some food. Did I hope I picked up a bedroll before. Yes, I did. Okay. Just making sure. Alright, here's our cabin. Open door. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. 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 Okay. Still losing condition because we're exhausted. But let me take a look around. We're not out of the woods yet, but at least temperature-wise, even with the blizzard outside, we will be warm enough in here. That is one thing. Can we take a moment just to appreciate that aspect of the Long Dark's overall gameplay mechanics? Because if you're indoors, if you're actually inside, most, not all, but most indoor environments stay above freezing once you're well-clothed. When you're not well-clothed, yeah, not so much. But when you're well-clothed, you can survive with that. So, that being said, let's go ahead and sleep for... I can only sleep for 7 hours at a time. But that was... Ooh, did you see that life bar going up? Did you see it? I saw it. I definitely saw it. Nice. Okay. We are barely encumbered, which is nice. Now, truth be told, I need to sleep for a little while longer here. So what I'm going to do is just eat a bit more. I think I'm also going to go ahead and chow down on this prepared burdock. Now, my route into Coastal Highway will be a bit of an unorthodox one, but one that prioritizes getting lots of cattails. So let's go ahead and sleep for another 7 hours. Now, remember, that condition gain was due to the tea, which I no longer have. So I'm not going to wake up with a lot more condition than I went to sleep with. Yeah, probably gained about 5% there, if that. However, the weather's not too god-awful. Watch there be a wolf up here now. That would be hilarious. Okay, I take it back. The weather is actually pretty god-awful. We don't have too far to go. And there are no predators to speak of on the route that I need to take. I will grab as many cattails as I can on my way down here, but I'm going to prioritize speed. I've already exhausted my sprinting capacity and still need to go a little farther. Once I am going downhill, that will help. Wow, Coastal Highway is welcoming us in true Pleasant Valley fashion. No doubt. but it is what it is. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to slip down here. And we're going to follow this river down. Like I said, I'm going to grab as many cattails as I can. I can take a little bit of condition loss. I just don't... I don't want to dally. There were some cattails back there, but I'm not going to turn back, because again, I'm not going to dally. Alright, let's go ahead and grab. Okay, we are officially losing condition to the cold again. Didn't miss one there. Very good. Plenty more here, and there will be some around the corner.
Too cold to think.
I hear a wolf off to the left. Surprising no one. I'm always a little bit nervous at this particular kink in the river, because you never know how close some of the patrol routes for the bears and wolves get to, like, my left-hand side here. Well, I guess you do know if you play in Coastal Highway enough, but I don't know off the top of my head. That's the other thing. The game's map has gotten so big that even if you play the game a lot, you don't spend as much time in single zones, unless you're, you know, Athenon and do challenges where you spend 50, you know, days in a particular zone at a time. For shiggles, as the saying goes. Not that Athenon is the only streamer that does that, but it's a fun little meta that he's taken advantage of for years. Okay. And the nice thing about this too is that this better not be burned out. Okay, yeah. I've never actually seen this house burned out, but I'm always like open to the possibility that that could happen, you know? Although, I do feel like maybe it was an old version of the game. Maybe it was like shortly after the burning out of buildings got added. I do feel like I've seen this place burned out at least once. And then they changed it. Because there are certain buildings that no matter what difficulty you're playing on, including this, the latest and greatest and hardest difficulty in the Long Dark, they just never burn out. Nice. Landing fuel. I'll take it. Okay. So that wasn't bad. Didn't even lose that much condition. I have some cattails to snack on, which will allow me to regain even more condition than I already need to regain. But most importantly, I think I have enough cattails that I can keep myself here until I am like fully ready to travel into the zone. And then, of course, once we're in the zone, there are some wolves to dodge. I don't have, unfortunately, a bow yet, so that's going to be a little bit dicey. But now that we're here, yeah, speaking of the bow, I might as well put the sapling on the ground here and let it cure while I sleep. But let's go ahead and drink some water and lock in this condition recovery, shall we? It's actually not that much at the moment. I thought I would be more tired by this point, but that's okay. And I'll go ahead and use this as a stopping point for this episode. In the next one, we will regain just a little bit more condition at the start and then head out further down this river, basically. That'll be a little bit dodgy because bears, mainly, and wolves, mainly bears. But it will take me to the side of the zone that will be best to kind of start with as I move towards the area where it's more plentiful. It's possible that I might kind of cut across to go a little bit faster. Rather than going down the river, I might cut across towards one of the other buildings in the zone, not only for shelter, but also, assuming it hasn't burned out, as we were just saying, not only for shelter, but also as a way to get to the Quonset faster, given that supplies are low and given that my health is not great, and given that if a wolf attacks me, I'm more or less just not going to survive. But I'll think about that in between episodes. At the very least, I'll be headed down this way. Either that way, basically, or that way. But definitely not that way. Definitely not that way. Certainly not that way. That's the way we came from. And after that, it's just a matter of seeing what Coastal Highway has in store for us. And by the way, it's not going to be much longer before the next Misery Affliction pops into place. How long have I survived? 25 days. Almost a full month in misery. Let's see if we can make it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time every day but Wednesday, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below. And I'll see you next time.